like it was 4 years ago that we stood in this same ballroom and celebrated a victory that night. And it doesn't seem like 4 years has elapsed since we've been able to see the kind of progress that we've seen in our state. First of all, before I say anything else, I have to acknowledge something. I go lots of places and see lots of people, and inevitably they always say, you know, it's really nice to see you, but we really came to see Ginger. Is she down here? Ginger is the one that surprised everybody. Most folks knew me for good or ill. But Ginger has raised these 3 children behind us and run the house and volunteered for so many years in Searcy for so many causes. She wasn't really an out front person, and when you're thrust into the position she was thrust in 4 years ago, she had no choice but to accept that challenge and to fulfill the responsibility. I will tell you, she does a great job giving speeches, but she thinks she does not. She hates to do it. She works too hard at it. She studies on it. She spends way too much time, it seems to me, stewing over it. But I have to tell you that she has captured this state's heart, and she's captured everybody's heart. I also want to acknowledge a gracious lady who's not with us tonight, who we lost last week, and that's Renee Bullock. Those of you that knew Renee over the course, I know Vic loved her, and I know Mark loved her. We loved her, Ginger and I did, and all the folks that worked with her. She was a courageous lady who, she was kind of a lioness or a tigress. If you messed with one of hers, whoever that might be, her claws came out, and she was very, very protective. But Renee Bullock died last week of cancer. It went very, very quickly, very suddenly, and we miss her, and I couldn't let this night go by without acknowledging that. I don't think you can get loyalty if you can't give it. And those people that have been so loyal to me deserve my loyalty back to them way more than I can ever give them. I said 4 years ago, this isn't a victory of a person, a victory of a party, it's a victory of our people. And I said 4 years ago, nobody does this alone. We do it together. All of you in this room have been, in varying degrees, a part of this success. All of you in this room have, over the course of the last several years, played a significant role in what we've tried to do and what the state's been able to do. And so many thousands of others across the state who are not here have been important cogs in this huge wheel of what we call Arkansas and what we love as Arkansas. I've said throughout the campaign that even though we've had tough times, even though we've lost thousands of jobs, even though we've not been immune from a recession that we in Arkansas did not create, that we have withstood it better than virtually every other state in the country, that we have come through this as a people together. And sometimes we don't even realize how good we are. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. Other governors, other states, other publications, other news media outlets across the country are talking about Arkansas in the most favorable terms you can imagine. They're talking about Arkansas leading the pack. They're talking about Arkansas being the state to copy or the state to emulate. So, even though we've done well in the midst of huge adversity, the worst recession in our lifetime, and even though we have made progress in education, and even though we've cut taxes and created jobs and continued to, and incidentally, I heard one of the pundits tonight on TV talking about, well, we got to have a balanced budget. 40 some odd states have to have a balanced budget, people, and they're going to balance them. They're going to balance them. They're all going to balance them, just like Arkansas. We're not unique. They're going to balance them by cutting teachers and firing professors and raising the heck out of taxes. Arkansas doesn't have to do any of that, people. None of it. But we still have a long way to go. I I don't want to be 10th in the nation in education. I want to be first. I don't want to pass 4 states in 4 years in per capita income. I want to pass 10 states in 4 years. I want you all to understand that you have an opportunity at this time and in this place that's not given to many generations. We've had people labor so long and so hard for Arkansas for years and years and years, for decades and decades, just to try to keep our head afloat, just to try to keep us competitive. And because the stars have aligned, because of a lot of work of people way before me, because of the work of so many people on whose shoulders we stand, Arkansas is now poised to leapfrog virtually all of the country. We're not going to come out of this recession in the hole. We didn't spend stimulus money on ongoing programs. We don't have a deficit to overcome. We're not going to come out of this. We're not going to come out of this recession, and trust me, America always comes out of it. We're not going to come out of this recession begging and stealing. We're going to come out running at full speed because we're already where we need to be. Hold your head up. Hold your chin up. Be proud to be in Arkansas. You tell the rest of the world what I'm telling the rest of the world. America can lead, follow, or get out of the way. Arkansas knows where she's going, and they better